appreciate y'all for tuning in to another Chris Caden show. You guys know why you clicked on the video though, so let's get on into it. Pusha T dropped his album this Friday. It's called It's Almost Dry. We already had a few singles that were released beforehand. I was kind of feeling them. So I've been highly anticipating this album. I've been excited for it. His previous album, Daytona, I loved it from front to back. It was just a very enjoyable album. To give you a little background on me and Pusha T, I've been listening to him since What Happened to That Boy way back in the day. I've always been a fan. I've always appreciated his music, his craft, and what he goes about. But before I dig deeper into this album, if this is your first time watching a Chris Caden show, maybe after the content I deliver, you become a loyal subscriber. And by becoming a loyal subscriber, that means you turn on the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comments section. Also, I've been using TikTok daily. If that's a platform that you use, maybe you can give me a follow. I'm gonna put a picture of my profile as I'm talking right now, and I also will leave a link to my profile in the description. I guess the question I want to ask for this album, before going into this album, what was your favorite Pusha T project? Maybe was it Clips related, or was it Daytona? Do you have a different one? I would love to hear it in the comments section. Now for It's Almost Dry. The album cover definitely has Coke aesthetics, you know, Pusha T, he always gonna be talking about that. So the album cover already lets you know what's gonna be going on for the album, and it sets the tone, and it's not the coolest album cover, I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it. As far as the length of the album, it's 36 minutes, 12 songs. That's what I love out of an album. Like I said, if you've seen some of my previous album review videos, I like that 12 to 15 range. It can be that, 16 to 20 range, but after that, you usually get a few skippables. It has to be a really cohesive project for you to do it. But I feel like some of the perfect albums, they tell a story in 12 songs or less, and it's cohesive. You don't get any filler. You get in, you get out, great content. So it's 12 songs. I'm already like, okay, not too much, not too little. That's good. Now, before I go in and give my honest opinion on song by song, so I wanted to let you guys know that I listened to this album 3 times. The first was just to listen to it, whatever happened, vibes, not really writing anything down, just taking it in. Second time was giving it the car test and start analyzing it a little more. And then the third time when I listened, that's when I started taking notes, what I like and I didn't like, in preparation for this video. So that was the process of how I went about it. I'm going to go song by song, give my opinion, if I enjoyed it, if it's something that to me is a throwaway, forgettable, or just something I'm going to completely delete off my playlist. So for the intro song, it's called Brambleton, and usually I take very high pride in an intro song being really good. You're introducing the album, so you should set the tone. If you come out with a mediocre intro, it's just like, damn man, what are we going to be really getting into? But you come in with this fire, and I'm like, bet, I'm excited. And Brambleton, I felt Pusha T's energy. You could tell he was being personal on this song. He was discussing shit that I didn't really know about. I saw in the lyrics that he was referencing a DJ Vlad interview with Brambleton. And in this interview, it's the former Coupes manager that apparently was trying to snitch on Pusha T or potentially ruin his career. I haven't fully looked into everything about it, but I love when songs are telling a story and it's telling a very personable story, and the beat was good with Brambleton, very good intro, I enjoyed it. It made me want to go look into more what happened and what transpired, but the DJ Vlad interview was like 1 hour and 42 minutes. I just did not have the time this weekend to watch, but I'm definitely going to dig into it. So that's how you know it was a good song. It made me want to look into something else. So great intro, enjoyed it. Now we have Let the Smokers Smoke, and I'm going to be on record. To me, this was my favorite song off the album. Beats perfect, the energy Pusha gives, his cadences, all of it. What I want from Pusha T, that song is definitely it. It could potentially go into my gym playlist. It's a song I'm gonna go out of my way to listen to. Very much enjoyed it. Now, Dreaming of the Past, the 1 of 2 Kanye features, I think this is the better one of the Kanye features. I think this was a good, not great song. Out of the first 3, this was my least favorite. But there's nothing wrong with this song. It keeps my attention the whole time. It's not something that was my favorite off the first few listens. But I could definitely see it growing, and I like the hook and the chorus. Good song. Now, Neck and Wrist, that was already the song we heard with Jay-Z. It already got released. Loved it. The thing that stood out to me about this verse was how Jay-Z was still referencing Biggie. And do people still believe that if Biggie was alive, Jay-Z would not have a career or something? Because to me, that just seems ignorant. Like, Biggie and Jay-Z, they were cool. They did songs together. Yes, maybe Jay-Z wouldn't have been the upper echelon, but whether it was Biggie, Big L, I feel like Jay-Z would have had a lane in hip-hop. Maybe he might not have been considered the GOAT like he is today, but the fact that people still bring that up is a little foolish to me. How do you guys feel about that? Or do you think Jay-Z might just be fighting demons at this point of bringing that up? Because I don't know. I haven't really heard about it in a long time. In the early 2000s, it was a real prevalent thing to talk about in hip-hop because everyone was calling Jay-Z a biter and whatnot. So you guys let me know how you feel. But overall, good song. They both came with their A game, delivered a message. Is it a song I'm going to go out of my way to listen to? Probably not, but if it comes on, I'm going to listen to it. All right. So just so you remember, I wrote on my comment section, I was like, I don't want to sound like I'm a dick either, but man, these first 5 songs, I thoroughly enjoyed all of them. And just so you remember, it was probably my second of the 5. I just really enjoyed this song. Like, everyone has artists that they like a little bit more than others, or they just enjoy their music, or they just make music that you enjoy. And Pusha T has always had that music for me, whether it was from Grindin', Mr. Me Too, anything that Pusha T's been around, been on, I just enjoy it. It just makes good music. Now, Diet Coke, that's the song Pusha T released way back in February, so we've all had way more than enough time to digest it, look into it. I was gonna do a song review, but it was like on a Monday or Tuesday, and I just got too busy. Either way, that beat is just next level. I'm not saying the beat carries the song, but that's the most standout thing. And yeah, that's a song I'm going back to, just because the beat is just ridiculous. Now, this is going to be not my most controversial opinion or anything of it, but I'm a big Kid Cudi fan. And I usually say Kid Cudi, Future, or CeeLo on your hooks, you know, of course, like Ty Dolla $ign, it automatically makes the song better or a hit, or, you know, it makes the song better. But this is my first time ever honestly saying this. Kid Cudi's hook was terrible on this song. It was to the point that it almost made me want to turn off the song, but of course I have to listen to this song, so I want to review it. But if this is Kid Cudi's and Kanye's last collaboration, I really hope it's not, because they're going down on a bad note. Like, to me, Kid Cudi brought this song down. Kanye and Pusha T did their things. I really enjoyed Kanye's part the most. But yeah, man, what was Kid Cudi on? Maybe because he didn't want to be around Ye, he didn't give his best effort or do something. I just did not like his hook on this. Did you guys like his hook on this song? Overall, it was so off-putting for me that it made me not enjoy the rest of the song as much as it should. And Kid Cudi has never really done that for me, so I was shocked, and I hope it doesn't continue, maybe because of the Ye thing. But yeah, maybe I just am being too critical on her. Did you guys like the hook? Let me know. Call My Bluff. I also want to be on record, and that's why I was like, when I said I didn't want to be a dick eater earlier, I was kind of, you know, being joking. The first 6 songs of the album to me are better than the other 6 songs of the album. So the album started harder, and it started to decline a little bit as we went on. And for me, Call My Bluff is the most forgettable song on the album. It came, I listened to it, it wasn't really something I wanted to keep going back to listen to again. It's there. Honestly, it's one of the few songs I might remove and not put it to my playlist. It's just, there's nothing that made me want to go back to this song. The beat was forgettable. Everything about it, to me, it was a song that wasn't it. Call My Bluff. Scrape It Off is kind of in that I liked it but didn't love it. And as weird as it sounds, I like what Lil Uzi Vert and Don Toliver did, but it was Pusha T's where I felt like it wasn't his best effort. Maybe he wasn't able to be comfortable with the new generation, or maybe he was trying to adapt his sound. I don't know what it was, but you could tell something was off with the synergy on that song. Like, you could tell the younger people knew what they was doing, but Pusha T didn't have his full comfortability on this song. So it's good. It's not a song I'm going out of my way to listen to, but it's not terrible. It's not skippable. Hear Me Clearly. I think Hear Me Clearly is better than Calling My Bluff, but it's closer to forgettable than it is good. And like I said, I like the first part of this album more than I did the second part. Second part's not bad, but some of it started becoming forgettable. But what wasn't forgettable for me was Open Air. Beat was good. I love Pusha T's flow on this song. I just love his delivery, lyrics. This is a song, to me, probably my second or third favorite off of it. I'm going to keep going back to, but Open Air. Thoroughly enjoyed this song. After I finish recording this video, I'm probably going to play it again. Like, I really enjoyed that song. And then the closing song, I Pray For You. We have a Coupes reunion. Malice is back. When it comes to closing songs, I don't judge them like I do the rest, because oftentimes closing songs will be really long, like 8 minutes. They'll rap for 2 minutes, and then they'll have like an interlude and talking for 6 minutes. Or it can just be a 2-minute song with an interlude. Or you get those rare times where you get like the last call, or well, you know, or you like, you know, when Drake ends an album and he's rapping for 5 or 6 minutes straight. Love Below, A Life of the Day of Andre Benjamin, when he rapped for 5 or 6 minutes straight. So last songs have such different variants, so I don't normally judge it like I do the others. It just depends. But with this song having Malice back, this isn't something that we're going to be able to depict and look into and analyze over just 3 days. This is going to be weeks. I did not have enough time to fully go into this song. It was enjoyable, listenable, but the fact that we're having a reunion and it was like a real emotional and personal song, I don't think anyone that's reviewing these Pusha T albums have had enough time to analyze and sink it in. So I'm not even going to review it yet. We're going to come back to this, and maybe I'm going to leave a comment section about it when I can dig deeper into it, because that is not something that you could take in on 3 listens. Do you guys agree with me or disagree with me about the last song? Because I listened to it and I'm like, I gotta be able to read these lyrics, digest it, see what's going on. Also, I kind of feel that way with Brambleton because of how the story he told. And now, overall, I just reviewed all 12 of these songs. To me, this was a cohesive project. He had a story, he had a mission, he told it. Do I think this is a classic? No. Do I think it's better than Daytona? No. Do I think this is one of the better albums of this year? Yes. Is it really enjoyable? Yes. Is Pusha T continuing to solidify himself as one of the best rappers of his generation? Definitely. He's had long-lasting staying power. He's been in the game in the 2000s, 2010s, and now he's still making an impact in the 2020s. So don't question Pusha T's catalog. Don't question his merits. He's earned this right. He's a legend. He's doing his thing. What is y'all favorite song off this album? What did you enjoy the most? Do you maybe didn't enjoy this song? What was your least favorite song? Calling My Bluff was my least favorite song, the most forgettable. Let the Smokers Shine honestly was my favorite song. I'm gonna go out of my way to play that again. As you know, the Chris Cudi Show, I'm gonna give you guys hip-hop updates and album reviews weekly. That's why you make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comment section. This Chris Cudi, I'm out this motherfucker.